There's where we're hiking tomorrow. It's Spud Rock up there in Mica Mountain. We're going to hit it from the other side of the Rincons. We've already done Rincon Peak earlier at the end of last year, and then Tanque Verde Peak we did in January, and then our last of the three peaks we're going to do Spud Rock and Mica Mountain. So we want to look at it from this side. It's actually going to be tomorrow, but I wanted to film it from the front. It's May 8th, 2013. Caught a break with the weather. It's only going to be about 80 for a high today, so should be 70 up top there. We're going to try for, we're on a Turkey Creek trail. We access the trailhead via Mescal Road off of Interstate 10 outside of Tucson. So we're just getting ready to start here. It's about 9 miles to Mica Mountain is what we're going to shoot for, and then we're going to go to Spud Rock and back through Manning Camp and back down all in one day. It's about 6:30, so I'd imagine we get up there by around 11:30. It's about 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours probably. So the biggest part of the hike is in the middle of this one. So it's a little different than Rincon Peak, where most of the effort is at the very end, the last 2 miles, where this one, the hardest part's kind of in the middle. So we'll see how we do here. Got my walking stick. I left my poles at the last hike and up in the mountains, so I never got new ones yet, my trekking poles. We'll get on our way here. First mile and a half of this is kind of an off-road 4-wheel drive. So if you have 4-wheel drive, you can take a mile and a half off the hike. There's Happy Valley down there. This kind of starts out by going around Happy Valley. We're kind of up on the ridge now, looking down at Happy Valley. We're still on this 4-wheel drive road, not really on the trail yet. Trail where my car was is about 4,100 feet. By the time we get to this trailhead, it's like 4,700. So we're climbing like 600 feet just in this, on this one road here. Sure, it would be nice if you had 4-wheel drive, and some folks do. It just cuts off, you know, like I said, 3 miles of your hike, because it's 1.5 one way and come all the way back. So we'll be feeling it coming back. There's deer running all back down in there, and it's kind of where we're heading up there. Other side of that ridge, the mountains there. Mica Mountain's at the top of that. There's Rincon Peak, which we did back in December. Matter of fact, it was December 8th, so it's May 8th, so it's exactly 5 months ago. We did that one. A little bit cooler that day. I'm not sure you can make that out, but there's 3/4 of the way up or so, there's a patch of trees. When I did part of this trail in January, no leaves obviously, but now Spud Rock Spring Campground, not Spud Rock, that's on the other side, but we're going to go to Spud Rock. But Spud Rock Spring Campground's got a bunch of aspen trees, and I'm pretty sure that's the patch of them there. I don't know if you guys can make that out or not, but that's really kind of cool to see. That's about 3 hours to get to that spot, and then it's about another hour to the top, somewhere in there. Still on that 4-wheel drive road. We're coming up to where the trail actually starts. So you got 4-wheel, you park here and you go on your way. All refreshed and everything. Should be more flowers than when I did this in January, I'm sure. A lot of fire damage over here from a fire a few years back. There's this patch of aspens again. Like I said, I don't even know if it's going to come out on the film there, but that's about 7,200 feet there, so we're 47, 48, so do the math. How much of a climb we got to get just to get to there, and Mica Mountain's 8,600. So Mica Mountain's another 1,000 so feet higher than those aspens. Hopefully the breeze picks up because it's kind of hot already. It's only 7:30. Finally got to the park entrance here. It's 7:55. So not quite an hour and a half, but it's probably almost 4 miles probably. Maybe a little less. Anyway. Be quiet out here. The old register. Wow, it's not. I didn't get the. Yeah, well, where are we at? There's my name here. Back on 2/1, February 1st. It's 9 o'clock now. It's 8. So I'm an hour ahead of last time. See if there's anybody else. 4:26 was the last time somebody was down here. Interesting. Alright, we're on our way here. Hopefully the breeze keeps going here. It's kind of hot. See how far we get. I'm going to start climbing really quickly here. It's the last little downhill for a while. Hearing a lot of bees too. Hopefully I don't have to step on any nests or anything. Again, hiking alone is not recommended, but I do like the solitude for a day. So look back at where we came from over the ridge there. Climbing. Oh, these steps are like endless. Like walking up the pyramids or something. Just keeps climbing. One nice thing about going up, it gets cooler a little bit. Still see the path we started out way down there, or didn't start, but 2 miles in. We're probably at I don't know, close to, I don't know, 5,800 feet maybe. We've climbed maybe 1,000, a little more probably. Started at 41, so we're at 58, so almost 2,000 feet. A little bit of clouds, hopefully they'll keep up and keep that sun from beating down. First pine tree. And I'm starting to see some alligator trees too. Trail changes dramatically now. This was snow, but last time I was up here. Anyway, it's pretty steep here. For the next like 2 miles. Really steep. Got some trees, it's some shade at least. This is Mudhole Spring. Deerhead Springs says 1 mile, but it's crossed off and says 2. I think it's like 1.5. It's not quite 2, but it's definitely more than 1. We'll see how long it takes us. Right now it is 8:55, so 9 o'clock. See how long it takes us, probably an hour, or maybe not quite an hour, but without the snow I should be able to go a little better this time. I'm not sure what happened here. The tree looks like alive, but it's, unless it got eaten by something. Doesn't look like it's that long ago that it fell. Obstacle here. A little bit of flat section here, which has been nice. That won't last long though. We still got about 1,500 feet to go, height-wise, elevation-wise. Almost a Deerhead Spring. So we've gone 6.1 miles. We're looking back at the trailhead we just came on. So it's 10 o'clock. So that's 3.5 hours. I rested a couple times. It's hot today. So anyway, keep moving along here. Got to have a turnaround point around, I don't know, 132. So I get back before dark. Should be able to do it, but still gotta keep moving. Deerhead Spring. I don't know if you read that, elevation 7160. We started at 41, so we climbed 3,000 feet. We got another 1,500. Rincon Peak out there. We've come to where did we come to? The end of the Turkey Creek Trail. The start of it, I guess you'd say, the end of it, whichever. And then we're on the Deerhead Spring trail for a little while. Not much, just till Spud Rock Spring Campground, and then we'll be heading to some other trails. Made it to those aspen trees that we saw way up, way down below. Pretty sure that's what you see. It's the only thing that's a different color. Coming into the campground now. More aspen trees. This is the nicest of the campgrounds, at least the ones I've seen so far. This was all snow a few months ago. It was really pretty through here. Switchback trail is 0.2 miles. That's what we're heading for. Gotta keep moving here. Pretty cool rock formations up here. This is as far as I went last time. Back on February 1st. It was too much snow and I was spent. It was 11:30 and it's 10:30 now, so we're still an hour ahead. See how far we get here. Came up with 6 liters of water. I'm down to 3, so or 3, maybe a little more than 3, 4. So we'll see how we do. We're about 7,500 feet, 7,600. We're less than 1,000 to Mica Mountain at this point. Eastslope Trail. Devil's Bathtub Trail is 0.6. We're going to come back that way. So we'll end up at this intersection again. Hopefully at a decent time. Manning Camp is 1.8. Spud Rocks, Heartbreak Ridge, 0.3 to the Heartbreak Ridge Trail. That's what we're looking for next. So we're on this switchback trail at this point. They don't ever tell you really what trail you're on, just where you're headed. Which, as long as you have a map, it's pretty understanding what they're trying to do, I guess. Seemed like more than 0.2 on that switchback trail. Here we go. Fireloop trail is what we're looking for. That's our next stop. We'll make a left or a right on that. I'll take a break here, grab something to eat, find some shade. Pretty sure that's spud rock there. We're going to try to get up there. It's probably about 700 feet higher. Almost there though. Time's good, it's 11. It's gotten cooler now too. The sun's kind of going in a little bit. There's some high cirrus clouds or something up there. That makes it nice. Plus we're at 8,000 feet now, so we're close to it, so that also helps. Good shot at Rincon Peak there. We're almost at its level. That's 84, we're 81 or so. Haven't run into anyone yet today. I imagine pretty soon, getting close to Manning Camp, run into someone, I would think. We're probably about 8 miles into this thing. We'll be pushing 10 when we get to the summit. It's our first look on this side of the mountains here. Tucson end. There's Wrightston Peak down there. That's 9,200 and some. That's another one on my list. Gotta keep moving here. Okay, we're on the Fireloop trail now. We want to go that way towards the Mica Meadow trail. We're getting there. We got a little bit more climbing to do, but we're almost at the top here. A rather large rock or boulder. I think that's either Manhead. I think it's Manhead. Or Duck Rock. One of the two. I think I might have already passed Duck Rock. I think this is Manhead. The Spud Rock's over there somewhere, but we're getting, I think we're almost done climbing here. Pine cones. Mostly flat now, which is nice. Now we got another intersection here. We want the Bonita trail. Mica Meadow. Alright, Bonita trail is that way. Okay. Not quite to the Bonita trail yet. Got a lot of different ways we can go here. Mica Meadow trail. We're not going to do that. We're going to go straight. Keep going here to the Bonita trail. We're about a mile from Mica Mountain's, about a mile, so we're on 0.8 of a mile on the Bonita trail, and then get back to the fireloop trail again, and we go about 0.2 and we're there. So we should be there in half an hour. If it's all flat like this, which it should be, or most of it, we have to climb a little bit maybe more, but obviously if it's the highest point we've got to go a little higher, but it might only be another 20 feet or something higher, I don't know. But I think we're good. We're making good time. We should get there by noon. So it'd give us a good turnaround point, because we're going to go a different way back, so I'm going to film a little more, because I normally don't go much on the way back, but I'm going to go a different trail through Manning Camp. So Bonita trail, a lot of grass here. Kind of interesting, no trees. Good place to land a helicopter if I need a rescue. Hopefully I won't. Still got 3 liters of water to go down. I have a Gatorade and several protein bars, a sandwich, chicken on whole wheat, so I should have enough energy. I am going to take a rest when I get to the top for 20 minutes or so. It'll be a good 5 hours back down easy, so if I start heading down by 1 o'clock at the latest, I'm there at 6. That's perfect. And those things are a lot closer up here. All right, here we go. What's this gonna say? Mica Mountain's 0.1 that way. Spud Rock Trail, which is also what we're gonna take. Okay, cool. 0.1 mile. We'll tune back here in about 3 minutes. The last 50 feet or so here. Nice. 86.66. Start at 41, so it's a good climb. Almost 4,600 feet. Supposedly in one of these rocks is a sign-in sheet or some register underneath one of these. Not much of a view because of the trees, but when we get over to Spud Rock, it'll be a really cool view up there. That's about a half a mile from here. Not much excitement up here, really. But I am now standing on the highest point of Rincon Mountains. So I have conquered them in just under a year and a half. All the trails, pretty much everything. I haven't gotten down yet, though. I'm reading a book on Mount Everest from a guy named Ed, somebody. He said getting to the summit's optional, but getting down is mandatory. So you always want to watch your way on your way down for different spots, so you don't get lost and everything. But these trails are marked pretty well, though. But and my turnaround time was 2, so I think it's only noon right now. So yeah, 11:53. So we're all downhill from here. So I should be able to get back to the car by 6. I would think somewhere around 6. But I'm only going to film till we get back to where we started on the east slope trail. There actually was a sign in right there. If anyone's doing the trail, you go ahead and you can sign your name on there saying you made it. So now we're on to Spud Rock. sort of an antenna over there. Spud rock is up there, and I don't have time to scale that right now. I wanted to at least say I got to it, but I can't scale it. There's trees falling down here. I don't want to burn up another hour here. We need to be up there, but I don't want to. I might poke around a little bit and see, but I don't know how easy it is to get up that thing. Got a long way back. Skip that. That would be kind of cool to climb that. We're on a Spud Rock trail now, heading away from Spud Rock, which is back that way. Now we got Mount Lemmon there. Head into Manning Camp for lunch and start heading back. Pretty awesome. All the way on the other side of these rincons. We covered some miles. Coming into Manning Camp now. I can see the cabin. See if there's anybody here. Kinds of things here, kinds of markers. See, I think we want to just go straight through camp here. Manning Camp Trail is what we want, yeah. 1 mile to Devil's Bathtub. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to have some lunch first, though. feet. We're heading down. We're looking for Devil's Bathtub Trail. Right now we're on the Manning Camp Trail, which goes all the way to Madrona. All these little pine trees. I figured I'd show everybody that. That's pretty cool. A bunch of Christmas trees. First little bit of water we've seen finally today. It's kind of getting late in the year. All the snow melts pretty much done, but it's kind of nice to see a little bit. Okay, we're coming to another junction. Let's see what we got here. Heartbreak Ridge Trail, 1.2 miles. Devil's Bathtub Trail, that's what we want. So it should run into the Heartbreak Ridge Trail. So we definitely want to go that way. It was kind of an interesting part of the trail. A bunch of slate, bedrock, or whatever it is. It was just kind of a cool part of the trail. It was kind of like stairs and made of rocks. Alright, East Slope Trail. Deerhead Spring Trail north, 0.8. 0.5 to the one that's south. So that's what we're looking for. Actually, we want that the Deerhead Spring north. Yeah, we're going to go that way, straight. Should end up where we started, not started, but where we started that big loop, heading to Mica Mountain. Alright, here we go. Yeah, there it is. There's that sign we saw, East Slope Trail, 0.6. So here's where we started in, I think we were here around 11 or something. So it's 2 now, 11, 12, 1, 2. I think it was a little earlier than that, but anyway. We are going to Spud Rock Campground, which is only 0.3 away. And we're going to take a rest. And that'll do our hike now because we're back to where we started. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this hike in the Rincon Mountains, Saguaro National Park, east. This is probably going to be the last hike of the year. It's just getting too hot. We caught a break today, like I said, May 8th, high of 80. I didn't bring enough water though, just so people want to hike out these mountains. Trying to do these day hikes is tough, so 6 liters of water, I'm down to probably 1.5. So I got plenty in the car, so when I get back there, I'll be drinking some of that. So have a great day. Hope you enjoyed it. Just getting done this hike here, and I saw a couple of turkeys. Looks like one's tagged. I don't know if you can make them out, but interesting. I've seen little birds around here too that look like little turkeys. They didn't look like quail because they don't have the little feather on their head, but look at the size of those things. Again, I don't know if you can even make it out, but so it is 5 o'clock. We're back to the car. That was a long 6:30 to 5. It's a long time. 5 hours up. 5.5 up and 5.5 down, I guess. But I took the long way around. I actually got down pretty fast. I took a scenic route as we saw. Need to get a 4-wheel drive. Cut off 3 miles of that hike, I'd be home by now.